Hi everyone, I'm Amanda, the Undercover Yarn Snob, and I've got a few things to show you. I wish I had more, but I think about half of what I've got finished is going to be in pictures because they were Christmas orders and I've already gone out the door. So the first thing I had finished, and this one took up the majority of my time from November all the way to like the week before Christmas. I actually took a week of vacation from my job so I could make sure and get it done. And I did. I got it done like the Tuesday, the week before Christmas. So I really didn't get a whole lot of Christmas decor, little things that I wanted to make done. So I'll put in the picture, and it was a single crochet Grafgan green bay blanket. It ended up being over 5 feet wide, probably about 6.5 feet long. My friend of mine, her husband, she wanted me to make it for her husband for Christmas, and he was a big guy. He's like 6'3", probably easily 280 pounds. So I wanted to make it big so he was nice and covered. I know a lot of the bigger guys don't really get much coverage in the blankets, so. And luckily it was just the helmet that was the actual graph, so it didn't take as long as it would have if it was the whole blanket, a Grafgan. So I worked that up pretty easily. I did some mathing, but it worked out, and she and he both love it, so I'll show you a picture of that. The same friend also saw the little picture of the dogs with the bear ears, and she asked me to make a couple of those. So I've got a picture of my dozer modeling those. He was not happy at all. I had to bribe him with Fritos to even look at me and get the pictures, but I got a couple of good ones. So there are the bear ears that I finished. And next once I finished the green bay blanket, it was still a little while before Christmas, so I started working on, excuse me, a few of the things I saw and fell in love that I wanted to make really bad that were calling to me. The first one was the Granny Chevron Cow by Zines and Rogers that everybody was making. I decided to go ahead and make a Christmas version. I've got some of the Hirschner's Holiday Sequins yarn in all the colors. I bought like their big multi-pack for like 20 bucks. You got like 10 balls of all the colors. About a year ago I bought that, and I was itching to make some Christmas stuff with it. So I figured that Granny Chevron Cow would be perfect. Make like a Christmassy edition, because I just had to make it. And so I only have a picture of that because I decided to go ahead, and it was a little bit small. I guess I don't like them right on my neck, so I decided to go ahead and take that to my work Christmas party. And I drew names, put everybody's name in a bucket, and just drew names for whoever that, and gave it to them. So they all really were excited to win it, so it was a good thing. Let's see. So yeah, all those I gotta show you pictures for because they're gone. I don't have them anymore. The other thing I was chomping at the bit to make, I saw on Denise Deer's channel, was her little granny square tree. I fell in love with it. It was just so cute. And that Hirschner's holiday yarn was calling out to me. So once I finished the cowl, I made a couple of blocks. And then exactly the day after Christmas, I went to AC Moore because they have a ton of the tiny Christmas tree decorations. So I went and got a bunch of that the day after Christmas on clearance. And here is my little Christmas tree. I've got little baubles and lights and the sparkly bows. And I just loved all the little tiny Christmas ornaments they have. I even had little stars so I could put on top here. But my favorite decoration at Christmas are the lights, so I saw this tiny strand of lights, I had to get them. So that is my little Christmas tree. And I love it. I'm going to make some more. Definitely making more of these. Like I said, I was super late to make it for this past Christmas, but I'm just going to say that I'm super early for next Christmas. So, yeah, I just love it. It's the cutest thing ever, I think. And then I decided I needed to use the same yarn. That holiday sequins yarn is really interesting. It's nice and squishy. It kind of looks like a roving, but it feels really soft. And it's got a thread, like a silver thread going through it that carries the sequins. And so it's just great yarn. But I decided I needed a scarf. And I thought it would look good in the lace chevron scarf that Miss Terry from Yarn Joy made out of the ice cream yarn. I want to say it was grape fizz, but I'm not sure. It was so cute. I made one a few years ago for my niece out of the sweet roll in the mint swirl, and that turned out really great. I just love this. I just love this pattern. But here I made it in the Christmassy colors, and it's just a regular cowl length, and it turned out really nice, I think. Like I said, I really like it, and I love this yarn. Hirschner's calls this one, the white one, Snowball. I believe the red was just red, and the green's Mistletoe, and the multi is Festive, which it's really great. I love it. So yeah, I still have a good amount of that left, so you'll probably be seeing more Christmassy things with that coming up soon. But like I said, you can see there's a little silver thread with the sequins on it. It's really pretty yarn. So that was mostly what I got done for Christmas before, and those were done like the week after. Let's see. I'm working on a few things right now that I can't really show you. I'm going to participate in the Knit a Valentine that Llama Mama is hosting. And if you guys haven't seen her, go check her out. This is a really, as soon as I heard it was a Valentine themed swap, I had to get in on it. I love everything about Valentine's Day. I don't expect my husband to go out over the top, the best fancy dinner, and diamonds and flowers everywhere, chocolates everywhere. It's just the little cutesy things that I like. All the little decorations, all the hearts everywhere, the cute little, just the cute little simple gestures is what I really like about Valentine's Day. And like I said, all the pink and red and purple everywhere. It just makes me happy to see all of the hearts and the love. Just to remind you every day to love. So that's why I like Valentine's Day. So I like to make little things for it. I'm right now making a few things for my co-workers, because I like to hand out little things. Like last year I made the little love bugs. I'll put a picture of those. They turned out super cute and everybody at work loved them. And I made some roses and everybody loved those too, and everybody wanted one. So, but I will show you one thing. Oh, let me show you that in a second, because they're still kind of a work in progress. But the other finished item that I have, once I finished my Christmas wish list, like the little Christmas tree and the scarves, I decided to go ahead and make myself a Valentine's Day scarf. And I already had the perfect yarn for it. It was the Premier Sweet Roll in pink swirl that I won from Hooked on Owl's 80s Mal. So I decided to go ahead and make a little heart scarf. You can't see it the greatest, But there's little heart shapes. They're like granny clusters. And then the mesh stitch all around it. And the color changed pretty good on most of them. Like this one right here, just a little point change, and that's still pretty cute. And it was mainly, so like this one, just the top loops changed, which that's pretty happy. I'm not too bad about that. It was mainly just the first one. It was kind of right in the middle. But it's a nice long, oh, see, you see where I joined it. But it's a nice long cowl. You can double it up. And then, like I said, it's the little hearts on there. So that is my Valentine scarf. And that's the yarn I used from my 80s Mal winnings. So I really like it. And it was quick. It took me probably 2 evenings to get done. And this was the whole sweet roll. I didn't have any left. Except maybe a couple yards. That wouldn't complete another heart. So used that all up. And then the other thing, I guess we can move on to my whips. Because that's everything I've finished in the last 2 months. And I've started working on some more little Valentine cutesy gifts for my coworkers if they're interested. I don't force anything on anybody. I'm like, if you want one, you can have one. I'm like, you have to have this. It's not like that. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if you want it, you can have it. So these are almost done. I've got about, I think 8 or 9 of them made. But they're the little heart eye emojis. I'm just gonna glue a pin back on the back of them, so they'll just be little Valentine pins. And I just need to add their little mouths. So I've used the red sparkle heart-shaped gems, and the pink ones I thought looked pretty cute too. So yeah, I just have to decide what to do for their mouths, whether I'm going to use embroidery thread, puff paint. I don't know yet. I'm going to have to figure that out. So I've got a good amount of these started. And like I said, the rest of the stuff I've started on this past week, I can't really show you right now because the lady that I'm sending to watches my channel now. So I'm not going to show you what I'm making. I'll show you later once she gets it. And that's also another thing I wanted to shout out Billy, the Crafty Floridian. She's something. She's 74 years old and quite a firecracker. I recommend you guys go check her out. She is definitely wide open. Doesn't really give a crap what you think. She will tell you what she thinks. And I love it. Like I said, she's 74 and her wit is still sharp as a tack. And yeah, she's something to watch. So go check her out. I will link her below. And so, yeah, my whips, that's where I'm at. I guess I'll show you the smallest one first in my favorite bag. And like I said, I showed you a few videos back that I was doing like a test practice sock for knitting. And they're quite the mess right now. But I finished and turned my first heel. I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel, and I actually did pretty good. There's no holes. The main thing with my knitting is my tension, of course. I really can't keep it even, so I'm surprised with how off the wall I was on some of my tension that it didn't turn out too bad. But like I said, this is just an acrylic and like a practice, so I would just wear these socks when I'm done, like around the house. I wouldn't wear them in shoes or anything. Since they are acrylic, they probably rub all the skin off my feet. So like I said, that's just a practice. And I was doing the 2x2 ribbing on the top. And now that I've done the heels, I'm just doing that all the way around until I'm done with these 2 balls of yarn. And I knew from the get-go that I wanted to do toe up because I like to use as much of the yarn as I have and 2 at a time. Even though I'd never knit socks before, I knew I would suffer from second sock syndrome. So I figured I'd better start out this way, 2 at a time. So I'm really excited about that. I don't get to work on these much, but when I do, it's exciting and I get a good amount done, so they're almost done. And my only other whip at the moment that I can show you is my Charisma Loops and Threads Dragonfly colorway. It's my corner to corner. I've got all of them together, about 19 skeins of this. I want to make it queen size, so I'm just measuring as I go. As you can see, I've got a good amount done. I think this is about 7 or 8 balls in. And I just really like it. Really love how it's striping. There's my Joker stitch marker from Z. Z, he's perfect for this project. And that's how far I've made it since I last showed it to you. Just a few more rows, but they are getting longer. They are longer than my wingspan. See? It's pretty out there. It's probably about a quarter the size of my queen size bed right now. Maybe a little bit more. But yeah, that's really all I've got to show you. I did only get a few acquisitions since my last video. I can show you those. My main pride and joy is the Yarn is Life bag. I got one from Z. I love it. It's gone everywhere with me the last month. Hasn't left my side. But yeah, it is the best bag ever. I love it. I love that it's canvas. This white canvas with these black straps. Black bottom. It's perfect. And yes, it holds a lot. Very sturdy. So I'm so glad Z made these and actually made them available to us. That was really nice. And I think I lost the last thing I wanted to show you. Oh, there it is. I've had my eye on this for a while. I guess I finally talked myself into it. But it's a brooch. I started wearing the Yarn is Life button that I got with my bag on my work coat. So I figured I could justify buying this brooch. I could use it like a pin on my work coat or even my dress coat when I do dress up and go out. It just isn't very often. But it's a cameo. I've always loved the cameos. But this one is really neat, being the skull. I'm really into that. So yeah, like I said, I've been admiring this for a few years. And I decided to go ahead and pick it up at AC Moore. I got 60% off. So it was only like $2. So I finally have one. And that's about it. I'm gonna let y'all know I am gonna get on here, get better about showing y'all what I've done more frequently. Not showing you so many pictures. And so I'm also going to jump on and do the 10 non-yarny things about me tag. No one's tagged me, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I decided, since I don't have an introduction video, it would be a nice introduction. So if y'all want to know more about me, be on the lookout for that. And thanks for watching. Bye. Oops. One thing I forgot. I always forget something. But I made some F-bomb necklaces. They were actually a special request from Z. They were all her idea. Like I said on Instagram, one of the posts on there, I was just honored that she asked me to make them. And I'll insert a picture of those. Like I said, she has really great ideas, and I'm glad she brought it to me to make. Really, really felt special. So thanks, Z. I'm glad you enjoy them. Bye. Dang it. I also forgot to tell you what I was wearing. This is the Everyday Crochet Cardigan by Sorella. And I really like it. It's in the Premier Everyday in the Lava colorway. I loved it. I had to make it because I'm obsessed with front post, back post, double crochets. I just love the material it makes. So, sorry to keep popping back in here and showing y'all, but I keep forgetting stuff, even though I have everything written down. Alright, thanks for watching again. I will see you in a little bit.